Hey, welcome to college football. My name is Jesse. Before you jump into that video, make sure you visit coolatman100x.com to get custom ebooks and other things that's available on the website. Link will be in the description below. Also, visit the NFLShop to get yourself some Kansas City's Chiefs gear and your own personal team gear as well. And also, all the other sponsors will be in the description below. Now, back to Kool-Aid.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Kool-Aid at 100X. I want to thank my boy Jesse for letting you guys to know what to do. So we're going to be jumping into a real good deep dive. A lot of people really didn't explain. It's kind of underrated to do, but a lot of people don't explain it. So I'm thinking I can give you a really good deep dive on this, on how to master check down passing, pretty much like what Brady does, and checking down players and understanding different plays that you can turn any type of play in the playbook into a check down passing. So check down passing is where you take a play and you can check down where you want to pass to. Pretty much you're creating your plays on the fly. You're not really going towards a scheme yet. You're just creating your plays on the fly and seeing what works and what's adjustable. So the cool thing about this is that you can come out in anything that you want to utilize it. So yeah, so get ready, get your popcorn, all that stuff, man. Get your stuff together. We're going to jump into a deep dive. So when you're doing check down passes, you can come out of any spread formation, I form, all that stuff, under center. You can do whatever you want to do as far as that. So what we're going to be understanding is stuff like that with the check down passing, is understanding how the defense is set and where we want to go. In this instance, we were coming out in a spread type of formation, and we're looking at triangle. Defensive back there is actually pressing, which is on pressing, which is triangle, and square is pressing. So what we like to do is do check down. So in this instance, I like to drag instead of attacking the press. So all I like to do is put him in a drag here, then I like to put him in a slant here in these type of situations. Then in situations, I put him in a post, then I just, do whatever I want with X and just run the drag to the opposite side of the field. So you creating like a mesh concept here. So in this instance, we're blocking the running back, so we got extra blocking. So what we want to do in this concept, setting it up, is that we want to attack the drags whoever open. So that identifies man or zone, but we really want to focus on check downs. The check downs is identifying the receiver that's open. So this actually cuts down on the eyes that you're looking for. The reason why I say that, I'm explaining to you. So when you run out, when you call the play here, what do you see? When you're looking straight down the field, what do you see? Now I'm going to show you this in the instant replay and understanding what I'm talking about. So when you're checking down, it's not about a lot of elite players that tell you this, or they probably won't, is that they're looking for the open receiver, right? Now I'm going to teach you how you can check down but not move your eyes at the same time. You're actually using your peripheral vision as you're looking down the field. Now it's a little bit more of a concept, so we have to understand what we're looking at. So when you're looking straight down the field, I'm probably going to have edits, so bear with your boy. So we're going to be understanding where we're looking down the field. We're trying to see who's open, but I don't have time to look across the field. So what I do with my eyes is that I focus straight looking down the field. The reason why I say you look down the field straight is that in this, and when you're zooming in the eyes of the quarterback, he's looking straight down the field here. So when you're looking at that, he's looking straight down the field, and you can do a lot of things here. We're going to zoom in here. So as you see here, when you're looking at the quarterback's vision, you see, now you're seeing who. So when you're in a regular angle, you actually got a better look. So you got a better camera angle look. So when you're looking straight down the field, you see who's open. This will actually cut down on moving your eyes from left to right and up and down. This will actually cut. That way you can still look and see who's coming for the sack. You can scramble, do all the other things. But check down passing concept is looking for the guy open quickly. As soon as I see him cut, I already see he's beating 3 people in the defense. So 2 people are following, but he actually adjusts because that second drag threw him off. See how I'm saying? The second drag threw him off, and the slant. You see how the slant do? So now you got to check down with the first guy, and you got to check down with this guy. But understanding who's open for the check down. So when you're running these plays as a quarterback, your check down is always going to be the first person you look for. So what I'm doing is showing you guys that you don't want to just keep looking for the same guy going across the field. You don't want to just wait for him. You want to keep your eyes down the field. You want to keep them right down the field, going straight down. So when you're looking straight down, you will see everything from left to right. So when the play develop here, you will see the person's open on the right. I could check down to him. Person's open on the left. I could check down to him, and I'm still looking straight. What you have to understand when you're checked down, when you're doing your check down passes, make sure you identify who's making a mistake. This is also coming with people that use their linebackers or corners or anybody that user. You see what identifies better. So when you're looking for a play like this and you're looking for the check down, you actually seeing them open, but I'm still looking straight. I'm still looking straight. That's why it comes to an advantage on choosing the pass style that you want. You want revamp, you want the pass and placement, all that other stuff. This is where it gets a little bit more complicated for you because you're actually putting yourself into the controls of the game and not the vision of the game, as you see what I'm saying. So when you're looking at it from the vision of the game, you really don't need to switch your pass style, to be honest with you. Once you understand the concept of check down passing and you're looking straight, you already see who's open and you know what to time the ball. And by the time that defender gets there, that ball is gone. You see, this is coming from the concept when I used to study people with quick releases. In the old Maddens, I believe, I can't remember what year it is, Cam Newton had the fastest release in the game. So when you adding that concept to the game with the fastest release, this comes years later when they have throwing styles. So years later, this was in Madden. So in college, you can't really tell, but you can tell by getting the ball off who got a slow release, who don't. But your timing comes into an effect who you pass it to, because the shorter the distance, the faster the pass is. This is where time and trajectory comes into play. Now I'm adding a little bit of physics, so bear with me. So I passed, but I ain't, get it all grasped. So when you're adding the shortest distance to the trajectory of the ball, this depending on the strength of your quarterback and the accuracy of your quarterback and the throwing distance and where he can throw deep, mid-range, short range, all that stuff. This is where you identify your quarterback. Now, the check down passes come with, when you're looking for a person that can actually zip the ball perfectly, what you need to be looking for is quarterbacks with ability to do both. Not just both, but mostly a little bit of everything in between, but not just understanding which is better and which is not. So the reason why I say when you're looking for certain things into a quarterback, it comes with a bunch of things, but a lot of people don't tell you these things. So when you're looking for a check down passer or anything like that in college, you have to identify, because they haven't added full features yet. So what you need to be looking at is either short throw, mid throw. So this makes the short game way more effective. So now you adding the throw power with the short throw. So you got 93 throw power. The shortest I am, the more accurate it will be. Now this comes with mid range. So I got a 93 ball. This actually bumps up the medium throw accuracy. So I'm throwing in a 93 ball, but I have an 89 medium throw accuracy. But by having a 93 throw power, that negates that 89 and it bumps it up to like a 90, 92, because I'm throwing with full force with a bullet and I'm actually adding to the mid range. So I'm going to give you more in depth with the D ball too as well. But when you're throwing at shorter distance with trajectory and also throwing power, it adds more accuracy to the player that you throw. So when you adding check down to it, it makes it a little bit more better for you to understand. So in this instance, when I'm seeing stuff open and I'm looking for plays like this, or even when it comes down to adding zig routes too as well, which is very dominant in the game too as well with college, is that when you're adding zip, you have to find timing. So you see how the trajectory is shorter in the way the receiver reacts. So in this instance here, when I'm throwing zip routes, and this comes down to practice too, because you have to see how your receiver reacts to it. So when I drop back here, I'm looking at my eyes, I see him open. I'm looking straight down the field. As a quarterback, this is my vision right here. when I throw the ball, I'm looking straight down the field. I don't take my eyes off of the quarterback until I'm literally using him. I'm literally using the receiver. So it comes down to the trajectory of the ball. So when you have a player that actually had the reaction of this situation here, you see the difference, how he reacts, how he catches the ball. So now he catches it with two hands. Now you have a chance to actually utilize his actual abilities as a receiver. So when you're doing check down passing, be sure to look at the quarterback with high throw power, short, and mid. Because that negates the mid, because the more throw power he has, that actually adjusts the mid to be better and increases your short throws as well. So when you're throwing shorts, you're getting out here, you want to add drags and stuff like that. Actually, it makes the animation of the players better. So you see how he catches different, the way you zip the ball, the way how accuracy it is, just throwing right above the receiver. It adds different animations to different players. So it gives you an understanding on how well this quarterback throws in short situations. So when you're throwing to the player, look at the actual player reactions when you're throwing short throws, high throws, or stuff like that. Look at different players' reactions. So when you add in these type of things to it, and slants and drags and post routes and all that stuff, look at how they react to the short throw. Look how they throw. Do they cover the ball up? Do they actually go into a dive? And this comes with the same thing too as well, because the icons pop up too. A lot of people don't tell you that as well. When icons pop up, they give you an adjust on how to catch. And when you do catch, you catch the ball. See how the animation reacts with different players. So I'm going to give you a good one on this situation here. When I held X for a safe throw, in this instance where I don't have to avoid getting hit, he catches it. But you see how he catches it. He see it and he flips the ball back to his chest and go onto the ground. Different animations add different players with their abilities to catch the ball in traffic and stuff like that. But we're going to get on more deep dives with that too, with receivers and catching the ball too, as well as a user. So we're going to deep dive in that later on down the line. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. I'm out of here, guys. Deuces.